Welcome back to Semper Grazing Ranch. It is September 15th or 16th, I don't really remember. The days are running together and everything's really busy. But I wanted to take this video to show you, we just did one more pasture move back in the back corner here. That's what I would consider to be the last day of stored growth that we have for this flock and herd of 15 animals. But if you look around here, you can see what they've done in about 2.5 to 3 weeks. This used to be, we're standing right now, you can see the corn stalks. This used to be the garden that had 7 foot, 8 foot corn stalks that the goats came in and cleaned up for us. Over the winter, we'll probably disc this in, and then this will be ready for our spring garden, really nice and fertile. But moving in here, I want to show you a piece of the fencing, just a couple tricks that we've learned. Like for example, right here, you see the line is sagging, and you don't want that, especially with goats. So what we do is we take the top line, what I consider to be the most important, and I'll do that. But also, it's not good to have the corner posts leaning in, because that makes it really easy for the animal to jump out. You want them straight, or if anything, leaning outward. Makes it much harder for the animal to get out. And there you go, a nice taunt top line, much harder for the animals to get out. So we've been using this fence for well over a month or two now. I've been moving it every day in very tall brush. I still love the fence. I swear by it. It's about the only thing that'll keep them in, and they will still get out, especially if you're putting these posts in ground that is not very packed. If it's loose dirt, something will happen with the goat's horns or whatever animal you've got that may have horns, and they'll catch one of these and just lift the fence right out. It's happened, it's life. That's why you have a physical barrier for a perimeter fence. But moving in here, the Amish farmer that we got the Katahdin hair sheep lambs from, he suggested that we cut the 2 bottom wires at the beginning of the fence. By cutting these 2 wires and then taping it back to this pole, you help the energizer, which then runs most of the current this way and then out. You help it to concentrate the current on these top lines. What that does, the weed load on these bottom lines, the ones that are going to be most often touching the growth, will be non-existent. It'll concentrate it here where the animals' heads are, and that's what's going to keep them back. But you still want to have these lines here in case they try and slip underneath or something. If the animal is already halfway underneath and it gets shocked, it still has a 50-50 shot, depending on where it is, to bolt forward instead of backward. Most animals don't like backing up. It's more natural for them to go forward. Over here, this pasture move did take me a bit because I wanted to get them off the ground, and doing it by myself, I didn't have another person to help me make it real even. I ended up with a bit extra. So what I've done here is I just laddered it to where the fence isn't touching itself, and I swear by these posts, the step-in posts that you can get at Tractor Supply, Home Depot, or Lowe's even. These are rigid. They don't really bend like your the fence posts that come with it. But using this, I was able to get a lot of extra off the ground and really clean it up, so it's a lot more effective. Moving back here, you'll see the 6 lambs grazing together, and now we're getting closer, so they're going to take shelter with the grown ewes, and we're going to herd them. It's extremely easy to herd sheep. You just put out the opposite arm of wherever you want them to go. Now I want them to come back this way, so I'll just walk them back. Animals have flight zones, and once you understand flight zones, it's extremely easy to move animals like this. Animals that have instincts, and aren't necessarily so tame. The goats are extremely tame. I trimmed their hooves yesterday, and I didn't use any restraints or anything. They just laid across my lap and we trimmed them, which is very unusual. So I'm going to see if I can get some of the lambs to leap for y'all. That's one of the best parts of the farm that we find so far. We're going to push them back in this alleyway. I've got both arms up because I don't want them going past me. Okay, now I'm going to step to this side and I'm going to have them go this way. That black lamb is so cute. We love it. We don't have names for them all. I believe Dixie, one of the ewes that was sponsored, here she is. Dixie is this one here with the speckles on her face. We'll try and get her moving a little bit slower. Ooh! She'll be fine. These lambs are very, very tough animals. Often it'll rain here and they'll just stay out in the rain huddled together. So that'll about do it for today. Our daughter Emily here. Emmy, can you say bye? That's all we got? Okay. Well, have a good day and come back and see us.